All right, we're back. Today I want to talk a bit about my first ever driving lesson because actually I did that yesterday. So also for those who are unfamiliar with the channel, I don't have like a fucking 1080 by 1920 webcam, so it's only like a square, so I have just a random background in the in the back. So today we're in the back rooms. Anyways, yeah. So as you can read by the title, I had my first driving lesson yesterday, and it was fucking crazy. Like I actually didn't really know what to expect, of course, first time driving a car. But the instructor was really nice, but he was kind of crazy though. I'll just tell you a bit about my experience. Now here's a very rare picture of me in the car itself. It's kind of cropped, of course. I can't show the full thing. I mean, I don't want to leak my fucking street or the instructor or like the fucking school that I was from. But this is me right here about to fucking embark on a journey. A very goofy image, but yeah, it was a fucking wild experience, right? Because of course, driving a car, like what the fuck? I'm old enough to do that now, which is actually kind of sad. I mean, I could already do it at 16 and a half, but I didn't, because my parents actually didn't know that you could already do it that early. They thought it was still like 17. But yeah, I'm 17, so I could actually like fucking get driving lessons, and this was just a practice one. It wasn't actually like a full-on lesson, but like just practice to see like how it is and if I want to go to that fucking driving school or not. But yeah, it was wild. Like I thought we were just gonna like sit in like the fucking street and like just like he was just gonna show me how it worked, maybe like drive around like a little bit, like not that far though. But no, this man he put me on the goddamn road. We drove for like a whole hour. I had to drive for a whole hour, right? So and like in the middle of the fucking road too, there was like there's other people driving too. We just went like straight on the fucking streets, not the fucking highway, of course, but like it's literally like in traffic. It was fucking crazy. I didn't fucking expect that at all. I was like, what the fuck? So at first, I only was like steering because in like driving cars, you have like two separate like gas pedals and shit. So he also had one in case I fuck up or some shit. But yeah, so he did the gas and shit, and I only had to steer. That was the way we went like to the fucking place where we are gonna go because we went to, like some fucking industrial train where we could like practice a little bit. So he did the gas at first and the brakes and all that stuff, but yeah, I mean the steering was fucking crazy because this car wheels are goofy as fuck. Like, I can't even lie. Like you gotta like very like it's like very like I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Like, it's very annoying, man. I don't like using it at all. But I did get used to it later. But in the beginning, it really fucking trash. Um, but yeah, so we went like pretty fucking far, like seriously. And when we were there, I had to like practice with like the gas and shit as well. And then eventually we did go back, but we went to like literally we were in traffic, like just deep in normal traffic. We were like at a gas station, and I was just doing all the fucking driving. Also did the gas and shit there. So we were literally in like roundabouts as well, like we literally like fucking six roundabouts. Like oh my god, like what the fuck? My first ever fucking practice lesson, and this man had me like just driving like a normal person in like fucking traffic. I was scared as fuck, but it did and eventually work out. I didn't crash or anything. Um, so yeah, I mean my steering skills were on point. Um, not really, but I mean, I was doing decent, right? What was very scary was there's like one place where like there were like a fucking massive ass trucks. Like, seriously, there were like massive fucking trucks because we were like an industrial train. Um, so there was like a couple of trucks riding around when we went back, and I had to do the gas and the steering and shit. And those things are massive. They take up a lot of fucking road space. So that was kind of creepy, but I didn't get hit, luckily. Um, and there was also one random ass lady. When we were like on the industrial train itself, like we could just drive around. There was no one there. It was just us. There was a random ass lady, which is like not even I don't even know what it was. But she was like on roller skates or some shit. But then like, she also did like sticks. She was like just like going with sticks like on the road with like roller skates or some bullshit. My instructor was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this?" Um, and she was doing it on the main road too. Like we have in Netherlands, we have like a biker paths, and they're like almost everywhere. There's literally a road for like bikers and other bullshit. But she decided to do it on the main road anyway. But then whenever I pulled up with the car, of course, she did go to the side. But very strange interaction right there. But yeah, if I had to rate the experience, I give it like an 8 out of 10. I mean, it was kind of extreme for like the first time. As I said, I thought we would just be chilling in the goddamn street. But no, this man, like, we literally were gone for an hour. I drove for like a fucking hour, and a lot of that was also literally just in normal fucking traffic. Like, Jesus. So yeah, on the way back, also there was like a couple cars behind me, right? One of them like passed me because I'm a fucking driving car. Like I'm slow as fuck the first ever time driving. I'm not gonna go like high speed and shit. But this one guy was just like behind me for like literally 10 minutes. Like he just couldn't fucking pass me. I felt really bad for that, but it is what it is. It's not my fault, right? Blame my instructor for fucking doing that shit. Like putting me on the road, fucking first time ever driving. But yeah, it was pretty wild, and actually did sign up for the classes afterwards. And I'm gonna start like my first actual like lessons in like um October, end October, in like a month. But yeah, it was fucked up, bro. It was seriously fucked up. But the guy was chill. Like my instructor was pretty chill guy. Nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, I just want to talk about this a little bit. My first ever driving lesson, not really practice lesson, but my first time driving, right? Because it's pretty huge, all right? It only happens once in your life, the first ever time, holding a wheel and shit. But yeah, it was pretty cool, and I did do a bunch of shit. So just want to share my experience on that a little bit, and see ya.